नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं दारा सिंह खुराना। वैसे तो मुझे लगता नहीं है आप में से कोई मुझे जानता होगा, क्योंकि मैंने जिंदगी में ऐसा कुछ बड़ा किया नहीं है कि आप सब मुझे जाने। बट जस्ट टू गिव यू अ लिटिल प्रोफेशनल बैकग्राउंड अबाउट माई सेल्फ, आई एम अ फॉर्मर मिस्टर इंडिया, एन एक्टर, फिल्म प्रोड्यूसर, entrepreneur, radio jockey, tutor and mentor to pageants, and I do a couple of little more things here and there. ये सारी चीजें जो मैंने आपको अपने बारे में बताई हैं, these are all the things that I have been doing right now. जो मैं पास्ट में कर चुका हूं और आगे करने का प्लान करता हूं, उसकी लिस्ट अभी कुछ और लंबी है, and probably I will get to that. My aim of coming here today is to share my little journey with you all. And I'm hoping that you could definitely pick up something very interesting from that. It could be a great learning experience for you all. So आइए चलिए शुरू करते हैं फिर. I was born in a small town called Parbhani in Maharashtra. This town had a tendency wherein they just knew 3 career options. अगर आप पढ़ाई में बहुत अच्छे हैं तो आप डॉक्टर या इंजीनियर बन सकते हैं. अगर आप पढ़ाई में बहुत अच्छे नहीं हैं तो पॉसिबिलिटी है आप टीचर बन जाएं. और अगर आप पढ़ाई में बहुत ही खराब हैं तो देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि तुम अपना फैमिली बिजनेस ज्वाइन कर लो. एंड आई वाज बोर्न इन अ फैमिली दैट ऑलवेज टॉट मी एंड पुट इट इन माय हेड वेरी क्लियरली कि तुम्हें हमेशा एक ही ऑप्शन जिंदगी में मिलेगा, वो है अपने फैमिली बिजनेस को ज्वाइन करना और उसे आगे बढ़ाना. किसी तरीके से मैंने अपना 10th स्टैंडर्ड परभनी में खत्म किया. And one fine day I walked up to the head of my family. Well, let me tell you, I absolutely love my family. I respect them. It's a conservative Punjabi joint family. And I went up to them and I said, मैं मुंबई पढ़ने जाना चाहता हूँ. It was like a bomb drop there. बिल्कुल जिस तरीके से आप साइलेंट बैठे हैं उसी तरीके से सन्नाटा पूरे घर में छा गया. Nobody spoke anything. And उसके बाद the battle began. 2 months after that, they tried to emotionally break me down. They tried to tell me again and again, over and over again, that why should I join my family business and why should I not go follow my passion and study outside. But I, जो दारा भैया है ना, उन्होंने एक सपना देख लिया था. He did not very clearly know that what does he want to do in life. But he definitely knew what he does not want from this life. And this family business topped that list. So 2 months, I never agreed to them that I would stay here. I told them there are no English medium colleges. मैं English सीखना चाहता हूँ, मुझे सीखना है, मुझे explore करना है कि मुझे जिंदगी में क्या करना है. I will come back and take care of the family business. 2 महीने के बहुत ups and downs के बाद they finally said, जाना है तो जाओ. मुंबई नहीं, पुणे जा. क्योंकि मुंबई में तो तुम्हें जाते ही मतलब जेब कतरे लोकल में तुम्हारा जेब काट लेंगे, तुम्हें पता भी नहीं लगेगा. अरे लोकल ट्रेन में तो ऐसे लोग घुमाते हैं कि तुम्हें भी आइडिया नहीं होगा तुम्हारा घर कहां है. दिस इज व्हाट आई वाज टोल्ड. आई सेड फेयर इनफ, लेट मी टेक दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी टू स्टेप आउट ऑफ परभनी. लेट मी गो टू पुणे. दे सेड वी विल पे योर फीस, रेस्ट देयर इज नो सपोर्ट फ्रॉम आवर एंड. द 16-year-old me packed my bags, took an overnight bus to Pune, got my admission done, figured my accommodation, figured everything out for myself, finished my 11th and 12th standard in TEDxMithibaiCollege, and by then I had developed a different level of confidence within me. The reason was because मैंने पूना आके सब कुछ अपने आप के लिए किया था ना, तो एक confidence develop हो जाता है. My mind and my heart would always think about Mumbai. I thought exposure is in Mumbai. What am I doing in Pune? Pune is all surrounded by colleges and students and there is no exposure. After my 12th standard, without telling my family, I reached Mumbai. I went to every commerce college thinking the college is going to speak to me. The college is going to tell me, oh yes, this is the place you should be. You should come to this place. I am going to give you exposure. I visited every possible good college of Mumbai. And none of the colleges spoke to me. You know, colleges don't talk. End में एक college बचा था, जिसका नाम है HR college. I entered that college. The college again did not speak to me. I turned back. When I turned back, I see a huge hoarding in the college which had pictures of every possible successful person that had passed from this college. You know what? That hoarding spoke to me. The hoarding said, I want your picture to be on this. I want your picture to be on me. And that was the time I decided, मैं admission लूंगा तो HR college में लूंगा. I filled in the form. मैंने किसी और कॉलेज का फॉर्म नहीं फिल किया, सिर्फ HR कॉलेज का फॉर्म भरा. और पहली लिस्ट आई, दूसरी लिस्ट आई, तीसरी लिस्ट आई, चौथी लिस्ट आई, दारा भैया का नाम कहीं पे भी नहीं था. अरे होता कैसे? You know, HR का कट ऑफ इज 93% and I had scored 76% in my 12th. My family was extremely happy कि बहुत जोश से गया था, कुछ करूंगा, नाम कमाऊंगा, एक्सपोजर होगा मेरा, एक्सपोज होके आऊंगा. You know, I want to learn so many things, I want to do so many things in life. अब तो वापस आ रहा है बेटा, अब तो दुकान संभालेगा, फैक्ट्री जाएगा, खेत देखेगा, सारा काम करेगा. I told myself, this is not why I came here for. If I've come this far, there definitely has to be a way. I decided not to go home unless I got admission in HR college. College start हो गया. मैं बैंड्रा ईस्ट की एक चौल में रहने लगा. I knew somebody from Parbhani who is now a school education minister in Mumbai. I thought I must go and meet her. Next morning, 7 a.m., I take my carry bag, which had all the certificates in it, and reached her bungalow at Nariman Point. Waiting for her 3.5 hours. Later, I got to know कि वो मंत्रालय के लिए पीछे के दरवाजे से निकल गई हैं. अगले दिन फिर गया, तीसरे दिन फिर गया, चौथे दिन उनसे मुलाकात हो गई. उन्हें बताया कि मुझे आप एडमिशन दिला दो HR कॉलेज में, मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये चाहता हूँ. वो हंस पड़ी, बोली अरे ऐसे एडमिशन्स नहीं होते. मैंने कहा मुझे पता है ऐसे एडमिशन्स नहीं होते, बट मैं जानता हूँ कि आप मुझे दिला सकती हैं, आप ही मुझे दिलाएंगी. उन्होंने एक लेटर लिख के मुझे दे दिया और कहा इससे होगा तो नहीं, बट दिस इज द बेस्ट आई कैन डू. बट आई वुड सजेस्ट यू go meet another minister, probably he can help. She gave me another name. I had the target for next day. Another day, another minister, then another recommendation, third day, third minister, fourth day, fourth minister, then another recommendation of a builder. ऐसे करते 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 I absolutely met so many cream people of Bombay just so I could seek admission in HR college. You know, in the middle of the nights, I would wake up, checking my phone that, is there a missed call from college calling me and saying that you've got admission? It was so stupid of me कि रात को 1, 2, 3, 4 बजे कौन college phone करके आपको बताएगा कि आपका admission हो गया? But I just thought that call would come any time. I would wake up every hour just to check my phone. Phone आया. Phone आया. आपके लिए वो phone 2.5 महीने बाद आया. My mother, who was eagerly waiting for me and praying for me every second, उनके लिए वो 76 दिन थे. और मेरे लिए, जो अपनी स्क्रीन को कंटिन्यूसली देखता रहता था और मेहनत करता रहता था, लोगों से मिलता रहता था, उसके लिए ये 65,66,432 सेकंड के बाद फोन आया. मुझे इमीडिएटली बुलाया गया कि आपको प्रिंसिपल ने बुलाया है, आपको कॉलेज आना पड़ेगा. That was the happiest moment of my life. I ran to college. I met Dr. Mrs. Hindushani, who is a very inspirational woman. I look up to her. And she tells me, Darasing, what does your father do? I've received so many calls for your admission here. And luckily we had one student who removed his admission and we could give you the seat. My heart was filled with pride. I had achieved the little dream I saw. For a boy from Parbhani who did not know how to speak English, meeting Hindushani and getting admission there was a big deal. That is when I realized that if you have a dream, the universe finds a way, the universe supports you. अब HR कॉलेज में तो एडमिशन हो गया, बट दारा भैया को तो अभी भी नहीं पता है कि उन्हें लाइफ में करना क्या है. घर से बोल के आए एक्सप्लोर करूंगा, जो मन में आया वो करूंगा, जानूंगा कि मेरी कॉलिंग कहाँ है. बट अभी तक तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ है. When I got admission in college, somebody suggested that why don't you take different internships up? By the way, I was doing my BCom and along with that I was doing advanced diploma in advertising. And somebody suggested, why don't you take different internships up? शायद तुम्हें पता लग जाए कि this is my calling, this is what I want to do. I said, oh, this seems like a good idea. I asked my friends to seek help of their fathers and get me internships in different fields. I started with working at an ad agency. Did not work. I did not like the corporate culture. I would never go home during my summer vacations or my Diwali vacations. I would just keep on doing internships in Bombay. Second option was I started working in a textile mill taking care of the marketing department. It was fine. Then I started doing PR. Then I started working with a leading newspaper doing media selling. ये सारे internships करते करते और अपनी पढ़ाई करते करते I reached the end of my third year. My family is again happy. आ रहा है खेत संभालने, आ रहा है दुकान संभालने, हमारा बेटा मुंबई से पढ़ के आ रहा है, हमारा बिजनेस ट्रिपल होगा, चौपल होगा, 5 गुना बढ़ेगा. And I was like, I still need time. I was very scared in my heart. But I just told myself, अगर मेरी किस्मत मुझे यहाँ तक लेके आई है तो definitely there is something more that has got to do. मैंने अपनी फैमिली से एक झूठ कहा जिसका मलाल मुझे आज भी है, but I knew they would definitely be proud of my decision one day. That day is not today, but one day I am still working towards that day. I told them कि मैं MBA करना चाहता हूं. MBA करके मैं अपने फैमिली बिजनेस को बहुत आगे लेके जा सकूंगा. आपको पता है जो भी लोग MBA करते हैं फैमिली बिजनेस को बहुत बढ़ाते हैं. And they agreed. They said, wow, MBA करेगा, सही बोल रहा है. हमने भी सुना है कि MBA करने के बाद में आप बिजनेस को बढ़ा सकते हो. जाओ बेटा MBA करो. Now my next challenge was to get into a good B school. I knew I couldn't crack CAT and be like the topper in the country to get into a great B school. I started asking around what is another way that I could get into a good B school. Somebody suggested if you have a great startup idea, B schools do consider that and probably you could get admission. I thought that seems like an easy idea. You know, एक startup बना लेते हैं interesting सा, इतनी जगह पे तो काम कर ही लिया है, तो कुछ तो idea आ ही जाएगा. So I started a cinematic filming, wedding filming company. That was India's first wedding filming company that produced original content of music for the wedding films. The entire wedding film was shot by the cinematographers of film. There used to be a director to direct the wedding. And I am extremely proud to say that when I watch my wedding films that I made years ago, I still feel they are the best. Not because I made them. I very, very critically analyze myself. Because it had emotion. It had the depth. It had the slow motion rolling tears out of a father. You know, I would focus on things like that. I covered very big weddings in the entire country. After 1 year, I went to NMIMS. I said, I've scored this marks in NMAT. I want you to consider this idea of mine and give me admission in MBA. They loved my idea. I did my MBA from NMIMS. While I was doing that, I was still confused, what do I want to do in life? I still did not find my calling. While I was doing MBA, I became a consultant to international SMEs. It was fine, I did well, I got some Greek businesses to India. Post which, a friend of mine called me. She said, hey Dara, you know what? I'm looking for an assistant. She was a fashion consultant to Bollywood celebrities. And I said, okay. She's like, you have a lot of friends in college, why don't you suggest me some names? I said, why do I have to suggest you names? Why not I assist you? She said, you are doing MBA from NMIMS, why would you come and become an assistant to a fashion consultant? I said, I love trying things, let me do it. She said, all right. Next day I was on the set, killing it. I was so lucky that I got opportunity of working with Siddharth Malhotra, Hrithik Roshan, Manish Paul, Vidyut Jamwal, Irfan Khan, and many more actors. I styled Hrithik Roshan for 2016 when he went to Sash Mr. India. When he came back from that, he looked at me and he said, "Arey, tu kyun nahi jata Mr. India mein? Tere jaise hi ladke the wahan pe." He would speak very little, you know. And when I heard that, I was like, "Arey Hrithik, mazak kyun kar rahe ho? Aap to mazak karte ho." So he said, "Nahi, nahi, main serious hu." And the conversation ended there. 1 year later, I see a big hoarding at Juhu Circle, calling people for Mr. India auditions. And I thought, Hrithik ne bhi mujhse ye kaha tha, why not try this out? I left my work and I started working on myself. I participated in Mr. India and I won Mr. India 2017. And I think that changed my life. Just dream. Dreaming in life has a different power, more than you know. You never know when dreams would come true. I became Mr. India. I called my father. I said, "Papa, मैं Mr. India बन गया." पापा ने कहा, मैं कभी भी नहीं चाहता था कि तू ग्लैमर इंडस्ट्री का हिस्सा बने, बट अब जो तू ग्लैमर इंडस्ट्री में आ गया है, तो make sure people in this industry make career for themselves. You do something for the world. That really hit me here. I started shortlisting causes that I wanted to work with. I decided to work for a cause that is called blood stem cell donation. I joined my hands with a foundation that helps people suffering from blood cancer and thalassemia and leukemia. Today, with our joint efforts, we are the largest blood stem cell registry in India. And we've all gone through pandemic. We've all had our share of depression and anxiety. I started a small foundation to help people who are suffering from anxiety and depression because I realized this is a major, major concern all of us face. And people in India feel being depressed or seeking therapy is declaring that you're mad, but that's not true. I realized therapy is a taboo in India because it's expensive. I made a foundation that makes therapy affordable for Indians. The therapy that costs 2,500 rupees per session, I made it to 250 rupees per session only. My entire gist of this conversation is dream. Never stop dreaming. Do everything that makes you happy. There will be people who would pull you down. I meet people today who tell me, "Oh, so you are jack of all trades, master of none." I look at them and I say, yes, I am jack of all trades, master of none. I am jack of all trades, master of none, but that's so much better than being master of just one. So guys, live your life, follow your passion, follow your dreams. Let me tell you, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Jai Hind.